Hey there. So we are cooking dog food today because I'm not allowed to cook anything else. My wife's a really good, amazing Italian cook and does not trust me in the kitchen unless I'm making dog food. So this is Buana. He is from Mexico. I should call him a Muppet, but anyway, he is my best little buddy. And I've lost a few dogs to cancer, so I figured, we start making our own food, and maybe that's the problem. So anyway, he's gonna hang here and help us out, right? Sit, sit. Wanna sit? Sit. Good boy. Yeah, he's a good guy. So anyway, dog food. I've altered the recipe slightly from Just Food for Dogs. Now they are fantastic, and oftentimes I don't have time to cook it myself, so we go over and we buy it. However, to save a little money, we make it at home. So you get this nice little thing from Just Food for Dogs, as well as there's a supplement here that needs to be refrigerated called Omega Plus. So these are the two key ingredients from them. And the other ingredients are spinach, apples, carrots, chicken gizzards, and rice. And what else am I forgetting? So what I do myself is I start off making the rice. So what I'll do is, and you can get the rice cheap as dirt over at, actually probably cheaper than dirt, over at Costco. I bought this bag probably 6 months ago or so, and it's pretty much a 2-to-1 ratio. Where did I hide that thing? There it is. So I'll do 4 cups of rice, and then 8 cups of water. And normally I would fill this thing in the sink, but my trusty assistant is in the sink at the moment, so I'm going to do it over here, which also makes it nice and easy too. So I'll take our handy dandy filler, right? That's 1. I mean, that's 2 actually. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8 cups of water, all right? And then we'll start this little thing up, get it going. Hopefully it'll kick in and work. Boom. And we're off to the races. So, and I get my little buddy here. He's here and he's fascinated. And what should we do first? Oh, we also have to cook a couple of things. So we've got some chicken gizzards that need to be cooked, and gizzards and livers. So we'll work on the gizzards and lizards. Somebody bring in the lizards. So, with my handy dandy recipe here from Just Food for Dogs, when it comes to spinach, 8 ounces of finely chopped spinach. And I'm assuming that's about 8 ounces. So I'm just going to take it and chop it up like so. Now, you'd want to wash this. I'm not washing it on camera because, again, the big man is in the house, in the sink. And I think maybe a little bit more. A little bit like that. How's that look? What do you think? He says, well, that's way too healthy over there. I don't care about that stuff. All right. All right, I'm going to set this extra off to the side. I don't think we need that. And then, okay, so apples. Check this out. So you absolutely have to be very careful not to get seeds in with the apples. So I've got this little thing called for coring the apple. And you just press down. That chops all that up, right? Then I'll do that with 3 of them. And that'll just kind of, that'll make it work. So I'll take this, chop it up. And then, here, you can see here. Can you see in there? Yeah. Got it? Yeah. Okay. So you can see that it's all chopped up nice and fine, right? And just take a spoon and get that out of there, and then I'll get some more going. I mean, it's just that easy. And it's great because when you finally cook this stuff down, then it's nice and small and fits in there. And I keep his food in one of those bowls that makes it a challenge to eat, so it slows him down a little bit, right? Because otherwise this guy likes to just wolf, no pun intended, wolf it down. And there's that. Great. Now I'm gonna chop up some carrots. Right. I'm gonna cut the ends off. Right. Pretty typical. Same thing here. And then I tend to chunk them into little pieces, and this way I can just drop them in here. And again, and this is not an ad, by the way. I'm not supported by either whoever makes this thing or Just Food for Dogs. I'm just showing you the way I do this because it's a little different from the recipe, and it's just a little bit easier, for me at least. Now, a couple things that may not be on your normal list at the supermarket. We have here two things. We have chicken gizzards, right? What I'm going to do is toss these in the wok, and hopefully they'll be okay. Get that oil around in the pan. I go over and I get these, the bulk chicken breast. I get these from a place called John's. I don't know what store you've got, but anyway, that's how I get them, and it's like $7. You know what? Here's the deal. I am saving so much by doing this stuff myself, and it's really pretty easy once you get the swing of it. The first couple of times were a pain in the neck because, you know, all these different types of chicken that you had to get, and some of them were bone in, bone out, listed in there. Well, I figured out my easy way. Oh, and these are the chicken gizzards. So I just take the chicken gizzards and I just sprinkle them up on top. Half of them fall through, which is a pain in the butt. But I just pick them up and put them on top again, and then they're good to go and they don't overcook. I've also done a little version in this video, which shows cooking them in a wok. Sorry, I've also cooked them in a wok, but I find this the easiest. Just throw it on the grill and check on it every 5 minutes, and if you overcook them, well, the dog's not going to complain. At least mine hasn't. He's been very happy with it. In fact, they absolutely love the food. And I know that it's healthy for them because all these vets have come together to figure out these recipes and the supplements. And I highly advise using their supplements. You know, I don't know the science behind it. However, I do know that my pup has been incredibly healthy over the last year. So that's a beautiful thing, because our last one, you know, cancer, blindness, the whole 9 yards, absolute sweetheart. So with just 2 of these things, and of course these ones I overcooked, but does he care? I don't think so. But with just 2 of them, it covers the entire meal. And all of this lasts about 2 weeks. So, excuse me, no assistant chef that I've ever met licks one's fingers. And here's my other assistant. Oh, never mind. She's a scaredy cat of a dog. That's why she's not on camera. All right, some more of that. That's all in there. And then we'll do one more. I must have another bowl somewhere. Stir this up a little. And the smell of the liver drives the dogs nuts. So they like that. Right, look at him. Look at him. He's like, oh yeah, Dad. Just drop that one big chunk my way, would you? Would you? Oh, no, you don't. You want a little taste? There you go. All right, so I want to give a shout out to, this is an all high school student crew that is putting this thing together. I'm really impressed with what everybody's done. And hopefully everybody's learning a little something about production. And here, we'll take this. So here, now I've just done the livers. And what I'll do is I'm just going to knock this thing straight in here. And one, oh, no. Yeah, oh, good boy. Look at that. I said no, and he didn't do it. What a guy. Okay, so I'm going to throw the livers right in there. Now, I did these things really overdone, well done, so that, you know, there's no chance of, you know, you're talking about stuff that is, como se dice, it's, you know, it's an organ. So organs can be dangerous if they're, you know, they're not done correctly. But look at how mushy that came out. Can you see that? Or do you want to see that? Can you focus on that?
Yeah.
So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of these things, the carrots, the what's it called, and the spinach, and put them in the wok, and just heat them up a little bit. Get the carrots in there. Spinach, you know, I could have diced the spinach a little finer, but my feeling is that spinach just kind of like wilts down to nothing anyway, so why bother? So look how healthy that looks, right? Can you see that up there?
Yeah.
That is a pretty healthy dog meal, right? Especially for Mr. Street Dog here. Right, dude? Yeah.
Aww.
Rescues are awesome, by the way. I gotta say. Just awesome. My best buddy. Yep. Awesome. All right, so we've got this stuff here, and it's looking pretty nice, soft and mushy. So he's going to be able to eat that nice and easily, right? Yeah. Here we go. Now we'll put this in here. So I'll dump all that into this big mixing bowl. If you get, you know, the bigger the mixing bowl you've got, the better. I almost want to say, you know, get like a big pot like you used for the what's it called? The rice. And then I'm going to take this, which I turned off the rice a little while ago. And now I'm going to scoop rice in, and I'll mix the rice, the gizzards, livers, chicken, all the chicken, and so, you know, especially the first time, it's not an easy thing to do. But then you get a routine down and you kind of, you know, just do it. And, you know, every couple of weeks, you've got to put together the dog food. And I figure on average for our mid-sized dog and our little dog, it comes out to about 20 bucks a week, something to that effect. Probably 40 bucks worth of materials. Once you buy that big bag of rice, And that big bag of rice lasts forever. So, dude seems to like the food so far. And now we get into the nutrients. Okay, so ideally you would have the whole thing in one giant bowl. I don't have a giant bowl, so I'm doing it in two. What it needs is 2 tablespoons of just food for, 2 teaspoons of the fish oil, which is this stuff here. And there's that. And since I'm in 2 bowls, I'm going to split it up between 2 bowls. One in this one, and one in this one. And now, dun dun dun, in our handy dandy instructions here, we have 5.25 tablespoons of Just Food for Dogs chicken blend. So they've got all sorts of flavors and all that sort of thing. So I started him on the chicken. Then I tried the fish. The fish, you have to feed him twice as much. So it gets a little expensive to do the fish, much as I would love to. He's stuck with chicken. 1, 2, 3 in this one because that's looking bigger. And 1, 2, and I'm going to take a portion. That's it. Good boy. All right, let's see how he likes it with the stuff in there. Oh, yeah, there doesn't seem to be any hesitation. All right, he likes it. Yes, and Maji likes it too. Adriano, can you come around here and see Maji? All right. Yep. Oh, spilled it all over her. Oops. So now the trick is I take baggies and I put it all in baggies so that I can then freeze half of it. So I get these big, obnoxious Ziploc baggies, and I don't know if that's a brand name. It might be, but you know, whatever, whatever brand you can put in a freezer, get it. So I'm going to start with one here, and oh, great thing to do at this point is find something that can scoop a large amount. Maybe a ladle if you don't have something like this, but take it and dump it in there. And here's my trick. So I get it laid down on the bottom, and they have some of these things that are flat bottom. So once you get them going, they just sit and you don't have to hold it or anything to that effect. And I've actually seen online that you can get these things that'll hold the opening for you, which is really pretty nice, but I'm too cheap to buy it. So there you have it. And this will be good for, oh, probably 4 or 5 days worth of food, maybe 6. And once you've filled this, now I'll probably get 3 of these out of this. And so once you fill them, get the air out, take it. And I'll do, personally, I do 2 in the freezer, and then I do 1 in the fridge. So plop it in, voila, rinse and repeat. You know, fill up the rest of the bags, put them in the fridge or freezer as necessary, and there you have it. And you'll end up with a very happy dog. So, smile for the camera, huh? Okay, look over here. There you go. There you go. You like that? Good boy.